278 public episode. How are we doing?
Woohoo.
Is it Christmas yet, or is Christmas happening?
Christmas.
This will come out, I think, the day of or after Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas and a happy Boxing Day.
What did you guys get?
Oh, everything I wanted.
Yeah, me too.
I got an email from Meat Skeleton.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
you
yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Yes, you did.
one of our favorite ops likes to email us.
Corrections, very important corrections to the misinformation that we're spreading. We said, I would like to apologize officially to him for saying that he's 46 years old when he's actually 45 and 8 months.
Yep.
Yeah, so it says in this email,
It's
it's
barely
titled...
my half birthday.
Just the title of the email is great. I was born in 1979. I'm Meat Skeleton. And then the body of the email is, just curious why you keep saying I'm 50 years old or 46. I'm currently 45 years old. I was born in April 1979, and I can verify this. I do look younger than my age, but I don't brag about that. Sorry if I offended you with an opinion.
You just did.
I love this, how that starts, though. It sounds like a fucking... It's just so... It's like gayer Cormac McCarthy.
It's so weird.
I am Meat Skeleton. I was born in 1970. So funny.
Like, I would expect him to be angry about people saying he's gay or implying he's gay, allegedly. But to do that about his
Well, we
age
know he's
when we're
not.
off by 4 months. So, like, what? Why are you upset about that?
He thought Luigi Mangione was disgusting.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he saw that guy's picture and he was like, well, my dick is not hard at this particular moment, so I guess I'm straight.
Fuck, that's just such a good bit. Like, the next time I see a big juiced guy walk by, I'm gonna be like, I'm not even turned on at all. I guess I'm straight.
Yeah, you're seeing him in like you turn away as quick as possible. It's like trying to look at the sun in like a
Yeah.
in eclipse, and you don't have the glasses. You're just like, I could kind of catch it in the corner of my eye. I don't want to really look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm not hard.
That is how Mead treats sexy men,
Yeah,
I imagine.
that's why he's a straight man, because he doesn't see him.
Well, he sent a follow-up email as well, right? And this one's titled, This is How I Am Age-Wise. And it says, early to mid-30s, God bless. And then it's a screenshot from this website, How Old Do You Look?
Yeah.
And it
It's
says
like a
he
fucking
looks
chain
32.
email. Chain email site.
Okay.
It's like one of those old ass sites where it's like, here's how your baby would look, and they mix in. It's just horribly like weird looking.
Yeah, we didn't really say he looks old. That was never really part of what we're. Yeah, like he could pass as like 40. He could pass as 37. He could,
I
don't know, that new, with
Pushing
like
it.
his haircut.
Yeah, I mean he does have some gray coming
the
in.
one that we watched on Sunday, which I think is probably the impetus of the email. His hair wasn't looking so hot. It looked like he got plugs because he kind of buzzed it and it was all like standing up
Yeah.
and kind of
He was Turkish
salt
coated.
and pepper. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like he could be 5 years younger than his real age. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
He's got good skin.
He could play if there was a movie like The Blind Side or a show like Friday Night Lights, he could play the mother of one of the linemen. Just
Yeah.
a big offensive lineman's mother. Oh, and do make sure that he's home by dinner. I don't care if there's 2 a days, because in this house for dinner there's only 1 a day. That's Mead on that show. Friday Night Whites.
The thing we say about him isn't really that he's old. It has nothing to do with his age other than like just saying he replies to Nick Fuentes at his age. Well, we didn't say he looks old. It's really the thing about him like saying Tobias Funke stuff constantly, but also being like super homophobic in right wing, but then like clearly just being in the closet.
It's hilarious. He never addresses that though.
Yeah.
That's always the fucking elephant in the room that he completely ignores.
Yeah, like what? No. I didn't get hard at Luigi Mangione.
That's clearly one of our, and obviously it's a criticism because it's bad if he's gay. It's one of our
Yeah,
biggest
that's why we don't like him,
criticisms
because
of him.
we're to the right of him.
That's seriously though, that's like the basis of like 90% of the Mead jokes is like him being on the zesty on the sly, you know?
Yeah, he's a parody. He's like, you would think he was doing a character, because it's like Lindsey Graham, but like taken to the next level.
As Mead would say, he's a booty bandito.
He's like a parody of a Southern dandy. If you put him in a movie, they would say, okay, no one's actually like that. Chill.
Oh, my Southern Bells.
ooh, I love my Southern
Talking
belles,
about
and
his
they would be,
nuts.
oh, they would be so muscly, and oh wait, no, they would be wearing dresses. They would be
Oh.
girls.
I would love to bring lemonade to the boys building the railroad.
He would be back in the day. They would be like, they would praise him for like never getting his slaves pregnant.
Yeah, yeah. He was one of those woke slave owners. He didn't have sex with any of his slaves.
You just see the male slaves, and they're like, oh man,
Yeah.
oh I hate it here.
The male slaves are like, yep, no one got pregnant here. Yep.
Yeah, we don't like it here.
No, to be honest, I think Mead, if he was a slave owner, he would get bitched by them all day. Like they would technically be
yeah.
slaves, but they would be like telling him what to do and shit.
Somehow he would have like a saddle on.
He'd be out working while they're kicking it.
Yeah, they're all just watching him.
Yeah,
Wait,
They're all
really.
whipping him.
Would you say he'd
Well,
have a
they're doing-
saddle on, like
they've
on his back?
Exactly.
Yeah, they're riding him.
around.
plowing the field.
They're riding him like a pig. Yeah.
They're,
So they're doing race play with
they're
me.
using him like an oryx.
Yeah,
It's
just
awesome.
guiding him around. He's yoked.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
That would be him as a slave owner.
Oh, thank you for saying that I'm yoked. You mean he's literally yoked by his own
Yeah.
slaves?
Yeah, he's explaining it to
So
another slave
funny.
owner. They're like, "Wait, what? That you do the work and they're watching?" Like, he's like, "Yeah," and they don't even bother explaining
Well,
it
it
to
was
him.
raining.
It was raining. They didn't want to do it, and I was there, and they wanted to put all this stuff on me, and they said it was my birthday. They said it was my birthday, so I have to do it, and it's in April, so it could be my birthday.
To be
I was
fair,
born in 1779.
I'm 104 or 5 years old.
A very, very old man, and
oh,
it's hard on
fuck.
my bones to do this work in the soil, but
Fucking meat button.
need button. What a strange guy he is.
He's one of those people that you can't even show him to new people because they're like, this is a bit, right? You guys are stupid. You don't even understand this is a bit. And you're like, it's not. I promise it's not.
Yeah, they think you're sending them like Dan Henschel being like, look at this crazy guy. Yeah, it's like, he's just real.
We've had people in the community before. We've had people in our own community trying to delude themselves into thinking that like Mikey Miles and Outlaw are bits. I'm like, for what gain would it be to act like Mikey Miles for a full fat decade of just stalking
Yeah.
and misdemeanors and
Yeah.
living in a fucking stairwell and owning one light bulb?
Well, he's famous.
He doesn't
so-
really have that much. He doesn't get that many views or anything. Like he's fairly well known, and there are celebrities that are aware of him or that follow him on Instagram, but he doesn't really like go viral. He doesn't have a way to
No.
cash in. And like, if you're gonna do that for 15 years, eventually you would cash in. Like Dax Flame, like the Dax Flame guy, that lasted like a couple years, and then he said, "All right, I'm doing a bit, you guys, and I'm making an indie movie
Yeah,
as my real self."
Mhm.
Like that would have happened like years ago.
yeah.
You wouldn't do that for 20 years and make zero money and then just die poor and be like, I was an experiment. I was pretending to be a really, really stupid guy.
Dax Flame though now he's just pops up on podcasts all the time and everyone loves him. He's just a LA guy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He seems like a cool dude. He had like a really good like. He was way ahead of his time for that type of shit because it could still that type of stuff would do well on like TikTok and YouTube in different edited ways now. It's sketch kind of doing like that's kind of his bit of playing like sort of like a Sling Blade Forrest Gump type character when in real life he's just this bisexual 24-year-old. You know, It's
Yeah.
funny. He's like
It's
a,
like an extreme version of his actual self. It's like, what if like the worst, dumbest version of me with all my anxieties? What if that was like actually me?
The funniest is when we have like a newer viewer that maybe they're on like their third or fourth Friday stream or Sunday stream, and they're like, "What if we find out that Outlaw's just acting for like attention and views?" I'm like, "Oh, I wish. Oh,
Yeah.
how I wish."
Mm-hmm.
It'd be
That would
it'd be
be very
amazing.
funny.
It'd be amazing
be
if he actually
crazy.
had like a grip on it where everything was like that fake because it would be actual art.
I wish that's what it was. Like, that would be kind of fascinating if he was like, yeah, I've just been doing a parody of a fast food guy. Like Rocco Bate from Mega 64, he's sort of like the closest thing to someone who's actually done that. Like someone who's like really gotten into the mind of like a 50-year-old stupid YouTube guy who's got like a game room, but he's like way too stupid to
Yeah,
actually successfully do it. Like he's gotten into that mindset. And even he would never fully commit to the bit because he's got his like regular stuff and he has to cash in.
a lot of the best streamers. That's how they They do so well. Like Moon's basically like a fucking 4chan comic, like a living 4chan comic. The way he looks, his posture. Now his most recent like scandal with like the sexting and the sex with through GTRP, like it's hilarious. Yeah, all
like
those
Asmongold, as insane and fucked up as he is, he does lean into it because he knows that gets him attention. When he's like, I have a rat that I use as an alarm clock, and I have like blood all over my wall and shit. Like that's kind of what makes him unique, more than him like being especially good at games.
He's actually bad at every game, so let that be known.
The only thing he's good at is just being really gross in his room, which, hey, he's better at being gross in his room than I am.
Yeah, true.
I don't have any desire to compete with like the number of cockroaches in his room. He can be the champion. Yeah, dirtier than me for sure.
I'm thinking about
unless
like
I die and no one finds me.
If Outlaw was a bit, right? Just like hypothetically, right? Imagine the commitment you'd have to be that bad at playing a video game that often. Like to do that Legend of Zelda
up at OBS.
Well,
dude, I don't know, but like watching the old Red Dead Redemption VODs are even worse than like anything he's done on Zelda. He was running on that part like in the fucking tutorial where you got to go down the side of the cliff and crouch. It's just teaching you mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
He ignored the crouch prompt for like a full 9 minutes and was just running at the ledge, like auto running, falling off the cliff over and over. And he kept kind of like being like, I think the game's broken, like talking to himself. Like
that would be very funny in the narrative of the game if John Marston is like he's like been wounded by a wolf and he's on the side of the cliff and he's like, help, help, help. And finally someone comes up on a horse and they try to get down and find him and they just fall off the cliff. He's like, oh fuck.
It's also funnier if you're like, help, and there's like this ledge where you'd have to like get on all fours or just kind of crouch and crawl under. And you can just see the guy's legs. He's like, I'm not trying to make myself smaller to get under here. I'm very tall.
Like, bend down. What do you mean?
I just keep walking against this. Just lay down and roll.
I just keep hitting it with my head.
I don't think I have that movement set.
Yeah, how do I do that? Can you tell me how to do that?
And then you just see him inching closer and closer to the edge, and he just slides off, and you're just hurt, and he's gone. It's so funny.
You're just like, well, I guess that's the end.
He got to like 30% through the tutorial and was like, this game's good, and never touched it again.
Yeah, you could never. It would be crazy to do that as a bit, to either pay $70 to get the disc and wait for it to come, or like get it in person, or download it, wait for like 300 gigabytes to download, get through the loading screen and all the shit and like the cutscenes, and then play like partway through the tutorial and be like, I don't know how to crouch, even though it's telling me to crouch, and then just stop.
The only thing that would make it funnier is if we found out it was all pre-recorded game footage of his own. Because like, I want to figure it out and have it not look like a fool on stream, but he just was recorded that because that's how it would be.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing he does, where he like he looks up a walkthrough. That's how his Zelda streams are, where he'll like,
oh my fucking
he'll
God.
start at the beginning of a dungeon in Zelda, or one of the temples, the shrines, and like he clearly just watched a YouTube video on it like 5 minutes before, so he like seems really competent for the first 5 minutes, and then he's like, I'm not sure what to do. And then he slows down.
Usually,
and then he eventually just gets stuck
does like
again.
He tries the same thing 4 to 17 times. Well, that doesn't work. Well, that doesn't work. He has his own fucking dialogue, like you're clicking on him.
I'm glad he's doing it. It's very fascinating.
Yeah.
To see someone that dumb and bad at video games play video games, because usually, like, you could get like your grandma to try and play Zelda, and she would probably be about that bad, but she would never do it. She would never have the motivation to play it and get it set up and then stream it. It's like a very unique thing.
It's weird, right? Like if you have to watch a walkthrough before playing, like why play? Because like I'll play action RPGs or whatever. Exactly. Like the fun comes from like doing it and solving the puzzle, and then you go to the walkthrough if you've been like doing it for too long, and they're like, well, there's something obvious that I'm missing here. I gotta look this up to see where I fucked up. After you get past like, well, this game was made for kids, and so I should probably be able to figure it out. Like, where would he derive any enjoyment from?
Yeah, it's like to prove a point somehow.
Or it's like a cultural identifier, right? Like, I'm a gamer nerd, and these are the things I like, and so this has to be a part of my personality, even though I don't actually like it.
I have the Zelda shirt.
Exactly,
so even though I don't like this and I'm bad at it, I have to keep doing it. or yeah, to prove a point because people said, "Why are you paying for these games and streaming them?" And like, why are you doing this at 2 a.m. and you suck at it and you have to cheat and you're like clearly not like, why are you even doing that? And he's like, "I'm gonna prove I'm wrong. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep doing this shit I hate for 2 viewers."
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you guys think I fucking hate this? Well, I'll show you how much I like it.
Yeah. I'll just grinding my teeth playing a kid's game, falling off the ledge over and over. Fuck you, Tom.
You got me, Outlaw. You got me.
Yeah.
I mean, he never streams for longer than 2 hours, right? Like, aren't they all of his
Yeah,
streams?
usually
like,
ends at 1
Well,
hour.
nothing
exactly.
wrong
Like,
with that.
uh,
Let's just get that out there.
Like he'll
Oh yeah.
well, usually it's 1 hour.
Oh,
He'll end at like
okay,
1
that's-
hour on the dot.
that's
But
strange.
yeah, 2 hours is like a natural point for streaming, I think.
I stream like 4 to 6 in the mornings.
But he'll play like he'll beat a shrine in Zelda with the walkthrough, and then he'll just like walk in circles or collect food for like the next 40 minutes, and then he's just like running out the clock on it. It's so weird the way he treats it like a job, and it's supposed to be this game that's like there are people who look forward to that. They're like, I can't wait to just get home and I can just escape into this world of Zelda. But like for him, that's like work.
It's more annoying because he's not getting paid for it. He's acting like a streamer that's fallen out of love with the game that's made him famous, but he's just stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, he chose the game, and it's
Yeah.
also an old ass game.
Yeah, and also like no one
It's a
really
fucking
cares.
like every game he plays is like he gets it on release day and installs it, and then it's like 3 years later, and he's trying to beat it, and like what's the point? Like everyone else already beat this game. It's not one of the
yeah,
no
just
one's
do what everyone else does
Googling
and
it.
say you beat it. No one cares.
yeah. Just say yeah, I finished it. Whatever. Tears of the King. Like no one's asking you about Tears of the Kingdom.
I admit that I haven't played almost any games, and I don't care about lying about saying I finished something. But it is really funny to do how many people I know personally that I know haven't beat certain games and they just lie, say they did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I haven't beat most games.
You know how many people probably buy Soulsborne type games and fucking hate them, but gotta act cool and act like they like them because everybody else does, and they fucking
Yeah, I'm
never
not
beat
into
them.
those.
I don't
It's
really
not my
care.
shit.
I like watching people play them. I like
Yeah,
watching
like, it's
people
cool,
do
like, they're well
achievements
designed.
ones. Yeah, they're impressive.
It takes a lot of skill, but like I don't want to devote the hours and hours and hours to that, to
Well,
like losing over and
I'll
over.
never care about devoting hours and hours to something as a WoW
Yeah.
GeoGuessr
Well, if I'm going to
player,
devote
but-
hours and hours, I want it to be something that's fun the
No,
whole
yeah,
time.
I
you
agree.
know, I don't want it to be frustrating.
The one here, the lamest thing, I don't think I could do it because it's not a multiplayer game. I couldn't put that much time into something that's just single player, even though it's like not the point.
I'm
It is
with you on that
multiplayer
one.
technically, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, not on like the you're going out every match killing other guys sense.
Yeah, I like PvP, or at least the possibility of it happening all the time and shit.
I like the social aspect of gaming.
Speaking of PvE, I was looking at the prices for loot, the loot table in our current world, and it seems pretty pathetic. Like a beaver, if you kill a beaver and get the pelt, it's
Mhm.
like $20,
Yeah,
and that's
Okay.
before taxes. And a
but
coyote's $20.
let me see.
Sometimes
something.
$10. Like, would you kill a coyote and skin it and tan it for $10? I don't think I would.
Feels like a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. It's like 3 hours of work.
I wouldn't skin anything for less than $1,000.
Yeah, honestly, to get like
That's
animal
just-
guts all over my it would have to it would have to be at least 4
Okay,
figures.
city boy.
But even like a bear, like how much is a bear? A bear is like $200.
My older brother and I used to set snare traps and shit to catch mink. I don't even know if we ever caught one, but that's not even worth it. The prices are
hope you
so
didn't.
bad.
Apparently, those
Those
are
are
worth
nice.
$5.
No, like those were the sort of thing where like it was just cool to make the traps, but nothing ever really happened. I had a mink run up and put his fucking. I was eating food at this picnic table by the mill pond, like the rotary wheel thing in the downtown of our town, and a little mink ran up, and jumped up and put his little legs on me like a cat does, and then ran away.
Aw.
I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Probably wanted to be your coat.
And that's when you decided you wanted to kill him after, right?
It wanted to be my clothes.
Yeah,
Look, it
I
was
fucking
coming up to me.
I fucking shrieked.
Yeah, I went and told my dad, and I said, "Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it." Yeah, I wouldn't kill I wouldn't kill milk for $5 either.
No.
Like a cow, like a
No.
milk cow, I wouldn't kill that for $5, and I wouldn't kill a mink. A red fox is $10. A bobcat, if you get the best bobcat in the world, that's like $300. a skunk is $10. Would you try and kill a skunk for $10 and then like open it up and try to like? No way, man. I would rather do DoorDash.
Do you know what the highest bids are? The highest bids in Michigan for skin prices in Michigan. Bobcats are like the highest. Fuck you if you're gonna kill a bobcat for their like. If you kill a bobcat, better because they have your own cat or dog in its mouth.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for a skin. And do you know what it's?
Yeah, what do you use that for?
Maybe if it was like legal and you get like $5,000 for their skin, this shit's $120. Get a life.
Yeah, that's nothing. It's not worth it.
Hey, you could just learn to cross stitch.
Yeah, you can just like shirt. We have so many shirts that we're sending the extra ones to Africa.
Bro, the most hick shit, unironically, is raccoon penis, 50 cents. 24 of them were sold at the Michigan Trappers and Predator Callers Association fur post.
Fuck, man. Imagine you see a homeless guy with like a shopping cart. It's like the worst smell you've ever smelled in your life. And you're like, what is that, man? He's like, raccoon penises, 50 cents each.
I'm going to start calling 50 cents at a time a raccoon. About a raccoon penis worth right there.
Yeah, I call 50 cent raccoon penis.
You spot me a raccoon penis?
Muskrat skulls are $25 on average. Or that's the max bid, sorry. Ooh,
You can
this
use
would
those
piss
as
me off too.
decoration, I guess.
Bro,
Yeah, a skull, if it's cleaned, is like
who
kind
the
of
fuck
cool.
is
I
killing
wouldn't-
otters for their skin, you evil motherfucker?
Yeah, those are like, you just put a trap underwater.
$57 for an otter skin. Like, come on.
What do you use it for? I don't understand why you use like. We don't need any skin. Like I would pay extra to not have to use a skin. Like I don't understand the idea of a fur coat. It's like it's weird. It's like harder to clean. The fact that it was an animal. It's like there's like hairs on it that come off. It's just like I would rather just have fabric.
Do you guys know what martins are?
No.
Yeah, it's like a weasel.
Yeah, they're so cute. Google martin like with an E, Marten. They're so fucking cute. Only one of those.
Oh, I accidentally Googled it with an I, and I'm looking at Martin Lawrence, and he is pretty cute. He honestly is pretty cute, and I wouldn't kill him for his skin.
I wouldn't skin him either.
Even for like $1 million, I would not kill and skin Martin Lawrence.
Well, the good news, only one martin skin was sold at the fur post for 2024.
Was it him?
Yes.
Ah, fuck.
Dude, Will Smith and Chris Rock are having a sleepover. Spread the news. New Year's Eve. It's not really happening, but I've been telling everyone that. I'm trying to make it the rumor spread so it happens.
Will Smith is restrained.
Yeah. Will Smith has to wear those we used to have these gloves in the psych hospital when you didn't want to give them like the full restraint where they're on the bed, but they'd have like the safety gloves. The big belts.
That's where
on
Will
them.
Smith has been for the last year.
Yep.
He's been in a psych hold.
He's been doing Ali training on Chris Rock's head.
I looked up uses for raccoon penises because why the hell would you be selling them?
Sucking them.
You're on a list.
Yeah. Cutting yours off and replacing it with that.
It's like an actual bone, but people use them as toothpicks.
Gay.
Oh, that's
Native-
gay. Gay.
Native Americans use the bone to pack pipes for smoking.
Okay, it's native.
And then
That's
I don't wanna
cool.
smoke that.
It's also used in production of moonshine somehow.
Or you can buy it on Amazon for $10. $10 plus $5.12 delivery. Arrives after Christmas. Ah, fuck. Thought I had a good gift for my parents.
Predictable, but do you know what's like 95% of the skin sold every year? Muskrat.
Mm.
Yeah, because they stink.
Those motherfuckers are
I don't know
everywhere.
where you even find a muskrat.
Just near any water, basically.
When I was a kid, we lived out in the middle of nowhere, and we got a muskrat that was like living in our dugout, which for like real drinking water, we got like the water cooler type shit.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
occasionally you'd use it for boiling. It's like what we showered in and stuff. And we were worried about getting diseases. And so I remember one day my dad like fucking camped out like a fucking Navy SEAL, laid on his belly with like the scope on his 22 and just waited until the muskrat came out of the water and fucking,
Popped them.
yeah, sniped him.
So
And
It's full of perfume.
he's probably
Oh, yeah.
fucking shaking, like he's at war.
Yeah.
but that's my only like interaction with a muskrat is I remember my dad fucking
Bro, out of
hunting one.
I used to have a neighbor who was a muskrat.
In
I don't talk
2000,
to him anymore because he stinks.
in 2023, at the fur sale post in Clare, Michigan, there were just under 1,500 muskrats sold at the auction, like the skins, and the best, like the max bid on almost 1,500 skins was only $6, and lowest was 50 cents.
Damn.
It's such a waste. Even if you're just
Well,
trapping,
muskrats
if you
are
just have a
like-
trap that you like, it's
Muskrats
like
can reproduce like fucking crazy. Those I really don't give a shit about. They're
I guess you
never
could breed them.
muskrats will literally never go extinct until like everything else does. They're one of those.
They are just rats.
Yeah, they're musky rats.
People should buy bug skins. Like you should be able to kill bug. Like if you're selling muskrats for 50 cents, you should be able to just collect a bunch of ants and sell them at an auction. Or like sell a bunch of cockroaches.
Muskrats are like what people think when they see a beaver. Like 90% of the time, it's actually a muskrat. They look.
Yeah, it's a stinky
look-
beaver.
Yeah, they are just beavers, the rat tails. But they don't have that oil inside them that the fur trappers sell. The castor, that shit's $280 per if they have a good one. Again, though, I
Shit's
wouldn't want to
nasty.
kill a beaver.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Who cares?
Luckily, these numbers are like they're pretty small. There's not a lot of things getting trapped and skinned.
Yeah, skins are
Consi-
basically worthless. Animals are
considering-
worthless.
There's a lot of coyotes, which I kind of understand more because those are at least predators. And there's a fuckload of them up north.
Yeah, there's like plausible deniability that they could be in your yard. That they could have hypothetically come after Melanie Mac's neighbor's cat that she's stealing. Like she changed her story where she just like found like a cat with a collar, like a flea collar and shit, and it's clearly accustomed to humans.
Mhm.
And it's clearly just from her neighborhood that's outside. And she's like, oh, this lost stray cat that I
My
have
new
to take
cat."
in. My new cat. And then she changed the story again. So, like, it was chased into my yard by coyotes. Did you see coyotes? No.
And now it can never leave.
The cat told me it was coyotes.
Yeah. Also,
And it's over Christmas. So it's probably like her next door neighbor. Their cat is missing over Christmas.
not that I'm about to. Not that I've seen it, but I don't think coyotes could approach her house from any angle on Street View. No,
And
there's like
why would they have a reason to?
There's a 5
To
lane.
be in like a big open
there's
field?
a
Like, what's the
5 lane
point?
road like 15 feet from her new house. So.
Yeah, I don't think that's coyote country. Like you have to be in the woods. That happened to my neighbor's cat, my neighbor's outdoor cat once, but we were like out by the woods.
Sometimes, and out if outdoor cats are gonna live on the edge like they do and kill everything they see, they gotta
Yeah,
they
fair
gotta,
game. Honestly,
Yeah, they got their PvP flag, man.
they're not pacifists. Yeah, honestly, they have the PvP flag.
Yeah, their
Pet
flag.
versus pet.
That shit doesn't turn off for 5 minutes once you go inside.
The bigger animal comes. It's like a bobcat. It was a bobcat. I remember it now. It wasn't a coyote. It was a bobcat. They got my neighbor's shitty outdoor cat.
Bobcats have crazy.
They're OP.
Yeah, they're OP.
They're pretty OP for their size. They look like from far away they might look like a small cat, but
Yeah,
they're
they look tiny, but they're so OP. Wouldn't they?
Have you seen
I think
that,
they had bobcats at Lincoln Park Zoo. They had a bunch.
Have you
of
seen that
different
video
cats.
of someone like has a bobcat in their house or in their garage or something? They're like, we let in this stray cat, and the dog is the only person that notices. Like they pan to the dog, and the dog just has like the widest eyes. They're like
I
looking
love
back
that
and
video.
forth. Like, it's like clearly a bobcat. Like the dog just probably smells it. It's like, oh Jesus Christ, this is a predator.
Oh man,
But they are just the size of like a bigger cat, like a Maine Coon or something.
I'd rather have a raccoon penis.
Honestly, yeah. Has anyone ever put that in their penis?
Dude, here's the one I was thinking of. Look at these. One of these little guys is at Lincoln Park Zoo. That's the one right there at Lincoln Park Zoo, and it follows you while you walk by the glass. It's a sand cat.
Oh, come on. That's just a little cutie.
They're so tiny. I would no those. I would never. Those aren't even scary. They're just so fucking cute.
They eat bugs, right?
Yeah, they eat whatever. They eat mice.
They eat sand.
They eat little mice. They eat bugs. They eat grubs.
They eat sand and shit rocks.
Bro, I just want to fucking. I wanted to take it home so bad. I was plotting.
They call a raccoon penis a Texas toothpick. Is that what people in Texas use? It seems almost offensive to people in Texas to just kind of say that this is what you guys like. Your toast is Texas toast, and your toothpicks are a raccoon penis. And they say everything's bigger in Texas, but I don't know, a raccoon penis. It's not that big.
Boy, we know that boy's packing in a Texas toothpick, no doubt.
Also, how come we're the only animal that doesn't have that?
What, a bone in her penis?
Yeah, apparently gorillas and
Speak for
chimpanzees
yourself.
have it. It was probably that women complained. Honestly, it was probably that
My
women complained.
DEI evolved penis.
They were like, can we get the bone out of there?
Yeah, they were sick of trying to spit on that thing.
They reported it to the HR department,
Human
which was God.
resources. Trying to think of a
Eve
fucking
got Adam in
joke.
trouble.
Trying to think of a joke. Human resources.
Yeah, human resources.
Emphasis on human this time.
Yeah. That used to be God. They used to be God, and he just got sick of it. He got sick of them complaining about each other's genitals in the Garden of Eden. They kept giving him notes. Like, hey, why does the man have nipples? Like, what was your purpose in that? And he was like, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I made him in my image, and I have nipples. So don't ask me. Ask whoever made me. Ask
God
him.
was rubbing his temples, and he was like, "My God, it's
He was
funny."
rubbing his nipples.
Yeah,
Hey, so why do men have nipples? God's rubbing his nipples. I don't know.
he was like, "It's funny
Yeah, it's funny. It was a bit I was doing. God's just jacking off.
because nipples are basically freaking hilarious." That's what God said.
Fucking kill yourself.
Kill yourself if you don't think nipples are funny. Vlogs is riding high right now, man.
He got a new girlfriend.
Yep, he got a new girlfriend. He's wearing those jeans again that make it look like he's on stilts. His little tiny
man.
legs. His legs are hilarious, man. I don't know how a guy that looks like that up top has legs like that.
He has Hey Arnold's legs.
Yeah, he does.
I can't believe he wanted to be like a D1 football player because they would just snap in half.
It's
Like
so
someone would
funny
just
to-
like someone
it's so
would
funny
someone
to say
could just
you're
like kick
pondering
through.
playing at a D1 school. This is a school you haven't even like been accepted to. You're gonna walk on.
Yeah, being like 24, just going on the campus. I'm thinking about maybe beginning to be the quarterback on the team.
Yeah, he had that idea that made his profile picture. That picture where he's wearing like the church outfit and laying down on the couch with a football, looking up at the ceiling, like, "Oh, here goes all my dreams."
He's
Those are
another guy where like you
the
would have to
funniest
like
moments.
you would have to really justify it to someone that it's not a bit.
I have.
That it's not
I have to
someone
all
just
the time,
playing a
yeah.
fucking deep cover character.
Actual
for like
Eric
10 years.
Rahill bit, being like this short, out of shape guy that has like a trach scar in your neck, and being like, "I'm gonna play linebacker." Guy that hasn't fucking like raised his heart rate in 10 years. Like,
Yeah,
for
it's,
the
just, it's like
walk-on.
more ridiculous than Uncle Rico and Napoleon Dynamite. Because
Yeah.
at least he was on the team in high school.
Right, he's just like reliving his memory, but Vlogs is like, I'm about to make new memories.
Yeah, I didn't play in high
Vlog-
school,
yeah,
but I'm going to play in
The
college.
guy who never plays in high school wants to play in college. That doesn't happen. Sorry, that doesn't happen unless you're a fucking like sick rugby player or like an amazing kicker for another sport.
Yeah, you played something to give you like the rhythm of being on a team.
Brock Lesnar, yeah.
Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns were both Minnesota Vikings at one time.
Damn.
Yep,
Hmm.
they looked stupid in NFL uniforms. That was before they're on roids though, so they actually look more human.
They should have let him do roids in the NFL.
They're not on roids. They're on. Well, Roman Reigns on the strength of the bloodline.
Mhm.
Of
Yeah, they're
course.
just really excited.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roman
Honestly.
Reigns is like that because of his genetics in his bloodline.
Yeah. His blood. Yep. Exactly.
Just having to do race science. No, that's why he looks like that, because of his race.
Basically, that's why it's called the bloodline.
Basically, he inherited from his parents, and they all have that.
I think I'm gonna start a wrestling podcast where I talk about all of the matches by just looking at the graphic of who's fighting that night. I'm gonna discuss it the next day without ever watching.
I
any
ain't
of
paying
them.
for that shit.
Yeah.
Actually, we could probably do that now. It's a Monday.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it's
guess
Christmas.
who wins? Yeah, Monday night,
Wah. Wah.
Monday
Okay.
Night Raw. Who's playing?
Of course, I know Monday Night Raw is on because that was one of the only nights at the psych hospital where they wouldn't fight over what's going to be on TV. They're all like, "Yeah, we're watching
Yeah, I bet.
Raw."
All right, we got Dexter Loomis versus The Miz. Who you got?
Ooh,
Let's see.
The
Dexter.
Miz.
I think The Miz.
I don't know
Just
who
'cause I-
Dexter Loomis is.
Yeah,
Wow, this guy
exactly,
looks
that's-
strong.
Dexter's a nerd's name.
Dexter Loomis. Then Dexter Loomis sounds like a fucking. Well, I mean, it technically is a fake name, but
Yeah.
It sounds like
I
a-
think this is
yo,
made
Hulk
up.
Hogan sounds like fake as fuck.
Look at this
Yeah,
fucking
no way
guy.
this- I don't like Hulk Hogan because I don't like Irish guys.
Yeah.
I don't think an Irish guy could fight at all.
We got Damian Priest versus Dominic Mysterio.
I think Damian Priest would do it.
Dominic Mysterio is famously the kid from the custody battle ladder match.
Yep.
He's the kid with the frosted tips in that video.
And he's got like long hair and a mustache. He's kind of like a stoner guy. And I think Damian Priest is like a Satan worshiper.
Do you guys remember that where the custody papers were in the briefcase that time, and his dad and his fake dad had to do a ladder match, and the fake dad won him?
That's good. Yeah, I would go with whichever guy has the name Mysterio.
Yeah, well, worked out.
We got Chad Gable versus Akira Tozawa.
I wonder if Dominic Mysterio ever said, "Dad, you promise you're never going to Chris Benoit us, right?"
I can't promise that, son.
Never, son.
I don't know. It's up to them what they do to my head, really.
Yeah. It's up to
Ask
God.
Vince McMahon. It's up to God.
He points to his head. It's up to God.
It's up to God and his representative on Earth, Vince McMahon. They got John Cena there and Travis Scott. So who do you got? I think I got Travis Scott because he's younger.
Once Vince McMahon dies in 2025, everyone's going to be like, didn't he die last year? They're going to Mandela effect him.
Yeah. His wife's going to fuck Trump.
Oh, no. Not again.
That would be awesome.
His wife fucking... That'd be so nasty. Trump's like, oh, yeah.
Trump gets so much pussy. At this point in his life, he gets so much pussy and his dick gets hard all the time.
I think the funniest thing that could happen for the new Trump term is he becomes an alcoholic.
That would be pretty funny. Like he grows a beard, he goes bald.
Yeah. He looks like the most interesting man in the world, but he's also bald.
He gets into whiskey and cigars. Maybe it's like a thing where like he's been a teetotaler and like a non-smoker for so many years that like if he had one drink, he would just instantly get liver cancer and die. He would just instantly get like jaundiced all over his body and be like, oh.
He has one beer and fucking turns into a Simpson.
Yeah, his body just can't. He doesn't have any. His tolerance is so low.
Oh, yeah, he's just the color of egg yolk.
He just catches up. He smokes once and he just starts throwing up. He smokes one cigarette.
Bro, Trump taking a big puff off like a 27, he would cough and gag for like an hour.
Yeah. Trump was trying to smoke Marlboro Reds with Bronze Age mindset, and he threw up until he had to go to the hospital.
He'd be doing the old man thing where he has a cloth handkerchief while he's coughing into for like 45 minutes. Drink something, man.
Oh, I thought of a new invention. It's called the Marlboro Red and Green, or it's called the Christmas cigarette.
Oh.
And you empty out half of a Marlboro Red and then put in weed, and then you smoke it, and it creates. It basically creates the smell of poop.
Merry Spliffness.
Merry Spliffness. It's basically how you make homemade poop. Like if you want to smell poop in your room.
Mary Spliffness in a
you got to put some hair in there too.
Keefy
a smoky New Year.
Shit, this one's
Chad,
tough.
this is your industry.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking freaking out. I can't come up with anything right now.
I wonder what kind of Christmas tree Snoop Dogg has.
I got nothing.
No, let's keep being quiet till he thinks of something.
No one can think of what kind of tree Snoop Dogg has. I'm racking my brain trying to think of what kind of tree Snoop Dogg. He probably just doesn't even have one. He probably celebrates Kwanzaa.
I can't come up with anything. Fucking punch my desk.
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what he would have.
Stupid.
What do you guys think Cheechen's doing right now?
Cheechin?
Yeah, Mr. Chong.
He's probably back in Russia.
He's Cheechin his Chong.
Chong got deported to China.
I think Tommy Chong's name is Cheechin.
Cheechin Chong.
Yo, Mr. Cheechin. Hey, what's up, man? Whoa, are those my CBT gummies? Don't take too many of those, man. What'll happen? It'd be gross.
Too much of nothing.
Yeah. Tommy Chong bought like $3 billion worth of ads on Twitter, man. I block that account every day, and the next day it's like,
yeah, that's the only
be careful
ad.
with those, man.
Wait, what's? I haven't got these ones.
It's like the legal Delta 8 gummies that you can get on the internet.
It's just buying candy that's expensive.
It's like, hey, yeah, I guess, you know, it is like a real product. It probably won't kill you.
I'm just dying at these boomers that buy it. Well, you don't even have to. You can go read the reviews on it on like Amazon and stuff. The guys think they're buying edibles off Amazon. They're like, didn't even get high.
Yeah, it's CBD, dude. You can buy Delta 8 stuff and like Delta 9 and like if you're in a non-legal state, like there are ways to get basically weed gummies off the internet, but they wouldn't have them on Amazon.
I have THC right here, legal in my state. It stands for the Healthy Kush.
Yeah, I can just get it from the dispensary. I don't need to do that.
Yeah. I don't even need to do that. There's so much here now. It's just growing naturally. It's like kudzu.
Yeah, it's everywhere. They have to spray it. They spray it with herbicide, and it really fucks with your throat. Getting the wild weed on the side of the highway.
The Macedonian grandmas are by my mom's house that are just cutting the weed that grows all day, like the berries. There's a bunch of Eastern European, different Balkan grandmas all over our area. And during like the May to June area, you'll just see them on the sides of the road picking berries from like random mulberry bushes that are growing on like property no one really cares about, like fronts of empty businesses and stuff. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
They yoink those berries so quick for their own shit.
Mulberries are cool.
They're so
You don't want to park
good.
under the tree though, because the berries are so like acidic that they'll actually, it's like egging your car. It'll
Yeah.
just eat right through the paint. And birds that eat a lot of mulberries, they'll do the same thing. You also don't want to eat a bunch of them. Eat like one or two.
It's crazy because birds that eat like a ton of berries, they'll shit all over a car and then they'll bake in the sun and like dry up, and it will, like Alex said, like basically being like egg yolk. Because then they'll come to the car wash, or they'll go to like either the touchless car wash with the prep hoses, or they'll go to the one where you just do it yourself, and they put the fucking power washer right up to it, and right when they blast it, the paint fucking rips off.
Ooh.
It's like leaving bologna on your car. You ever see that trick?
No.
If you put a slice of bologna on someone's car in the sun and it just cooks onto it, and they come and pull it off later, and it just like peels the paint off. I don't know if it
Why?
works with like newer paints that well, but it was hilarious.
Well, you can always try
That's
it.
a good one.
There's someone you don't like,
Yeah.
or all your neighbors. I do that at my apartment complex. I just put a thing of bologna on the hood of every car except mine. They're like, I wonder who did this.
That's probably a formulation that worked with whatever was in the bologna in the 90s and the paint in the 90s that worked together.
Yeah, they got to bring both of
The
those
perfect
back.
combo.
Bring back old bologna and old car paint.
You guys remember when cars became like super like full of just plastic paneling and stuff? Once it was like the early 90s cars started rolling out, and they were way cheaper, but they were like so much plastic. And then the Saturns,
Yeah,
especially.
because women complain too much.
Yeah, women were like, my car's too heavy. I want to spin more when it's wet and rainy and snowy. I want to
Kids
slide
got
more.
complaining about getting hit by a giant 10,000-pound car.
Well,
That
then
was like
Saturn,
the
Saturn
weight
came
of an
out,
aircraft carrier.
Saturn came out with like the first year of the Ions, and it had this plastic that. You remember those really cheap street hockey sticks with the blades where they'd get cold and snap basically, and they were dog shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Certain brands of it were shit. It was like that, and sorry, what was I just read something. What was I just
They
talking
called that
about?
grandpa
The
plastic.
Saturns. I like
Oh
the
yeah,
word.
we were playing related to hockey. I've talked about this before, I think, but we had the street hockey balls, the little orange ones, and somebody hit a really hard shot, and our neighbor's like brand new Saturn. It hit in the side, and the ball just went inside of it perfectly, like, into the door, and
Jesus.
just left this like fucking hole. And I'm like, that
God damn.
cannot be good.
It's like made out of glass.
Yeah, the car was like new. If you would have thrown a rock at that car, it would have fucking probably shattered like a window. I wonder whatever happened
Yeah.
to those early Saturns. I mean, you saw
Probably
them
not
running
still on
for
the road.
a lot of them were running for a long fucking time, to be honest.
Yeah. If you see them on the road still, they're probably just the frame.
No, there's douchebags that bought the Saturn Sky when that came out and thought it was the next fucking sick ass shit, and they were so lame. Saturn Skies were for like guys that owned like porno studios that still made DVDs mostly.
Yeah, it's like a fake Porsche almost.
Yeah, they're stupid. They're cheap too, I think. They look cheap, but they were cheap.
Oh, yeah. It uses the platform shared with the Pontiac Solstice.
It's probably a pretty hard car to see on the road now.
Yeah.
Pretty rare. Similar to the Chrysler Crossfire. Remember that?
No.
No.
I knew a guy who won a Chrysler Crossfire like the month they came out in the U.S. and everyone thought he was the shit. And and then one day he sold it and pissed everyone off.
That's a good move.
Yeah,
Most people who won a convertible, they would just smash it into a wall.
they definitely thought that shit was gonna be like the next James Bond shit.
Yeah, this one
Yeah,
looks
who's
kind
gonna
of
buy that?
cool. Developed during the period where Chrysler and Mercedes-Benz had merged.
Yeah, that's exactly. They wanted it to become like that car, but it became like everyone was just basically was like nice fail Benz.
It seems like there's just one sports car.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one sports car, and they keep giving it different names.
Also, look how the outside looks, and look at the fucking interior picture on that wiki. It's so ugly.
Oh yeah, yeah. That does look like a Saturn
Horrible
inside.
interior.
It's like my grandma's
Yeah, I would never
car.
want that. I would never want to get this for
I
free.
had a Saturn. I had a beater for a couple of years that I paid like $1,300 for.
I had a Jupiter. I couldn't
Mm.
get in the driver's seat. It was too tall.
I had a Pluto, but then they made me get rid of it because it wasn't a car anymore.
I had Uranus, dude.
Yeah, they got rid of Uranus because
Yeah, I bet you had to get into the back door only.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, it had a really big trunk. The Uranus, it was all about the trunk. They had to discontinue it because people were being immature.
Getting exit only tattooed over your penis. Hey, Candiru fish, stay out.
Yeah, get out. Do not put a raccoon baculum into this. Do not put a Texas toothpick into my penis.
No.
We evolved those things out for a reason, and it's because women kept complaining.
I'm gonna start lying and saying I went to Buc-ee's when they still sold Texas toothpicks.
Yeah, it was from that beaver.
Do you think Thoughtful
eh.
Thinking has one?
A bone in his penis, probably.
Yeah, he's old enough.
Yeah,
He's so old that it was probably before we evolved those out in the 1800s.
He's got gills.
He's got
Yeah.
a tail.
He has a lot of weird shit. Yeah, he has a prehensile tail.
Well, I'm gonna go swimming.
It was one of the pre-modern. People were like George Washington had a prehensile tail. He used to whip slaves with his giant tail like a crocodile. The old times were really crazy.
Imagine Thoughts While Thinking going swimming with his gills looking like a cryptid in the man-made lake in Austin, Lady Bird Lake. Well, I'm gonna go take a dip in Lady Bird Lake. That's where that serial killer in Austin's dumping all those bodies. So
That's cool.
basically,
still
you
out
better hope you're at least 30 years old because I think he's only killing people in their 20s.
Phew.
I wish there
hell
was
yeah.
magnet fishing for bones.
Ooh.
I wish there was a magnet that only attracted bones.
I wish there was a magnet that only attracted bones and penises.
Yeah. I wish there was a magnet that attracted penis.
I wish I was a boner magnet.
Yeah, I wish I was a boner magnet.
I wish
I wish there was a dumpster for cum.
Dude, the other day when I was yawning, as we all know is a ghost blowjob, I started choking, and I think he came.
Oh,
I think he shot into me when I was yawning.
it was probably a raccoon, dude. It was probably the ghost of a raccoon, and you choked on the bone.
Raccoon dude! I hated that weird Twitter guy.
Yeah, I was sucking off a Texas toothpick in my dreams.
Texas toothpicks a good Fortnite name too.
Yeah, everyone from Texas uses those constantly.
When I googled it, I got a recipe for not habaneros,
You got a recipe for-
jalapenos.
I got arrested.
Raccoon penis soup.
When I googled how to eat raccoon penis, I got arrested.
He says no.
No, there's like knives, and then there's a recipe from Kevin is Cooking for like a deep fried jalapeno skewer.
I'd rather have a hollowed penis than a jalapeno.
Yeah, that's probably what they just call a raccoon penis now because they can't sell it because of the FDA. They just say it's a deep fried jalapeno.
Jalapeno stands for hollowed penis.
I don't trust hot peppers because there might be who knows what it is. The guy who was a representative from Alaska he used to own an 18-inch walrus penis bone, and he once brandished it like a sword during a congressional hearing.
This is probably one of the small ones.
He died in 2022.
Oh wow,
That's
Check
pretty
that
cool.
out.
To just have an animal's penis that you found and you like bring it to work.
The image is so
Here.
small, it looks like it's already a Discord emote.
I got the larger one from the YouTube thumbnail, but when you look up Texas toothpick raccoon, there's this video from Meat Eater about how to make one, and the
He ate all
guy
the meat
holding it
around
up
it.
all blurry in the background. That
Oh,
penis
wow.
bone's sharp looking, man.
Eating it like a chicken wing, just eating all the meat off of a raccoon's penis, and you get the bone.
Yeah, I'd be careful with that thing.
You gotta break it in half, make a wish. It's lucky. Whoever loses the wish gets to put it in their penis.
Arkansas
It's either lucky or
toothpick as
unlucky,
well.
depending on which side you get.
Yeah.
The side with the point on it, that's unlucky. I don't think I would sign up for that bet that people do in Texas where they break a raccoon penis bone in half after using it as a toothpick, and
Yeah, I
then
was about to
whoever gets
say.
the smaller half has to put it in their penis. I don't think I would even agree to that in the
I
first
love
place.
breaking the dick bone at
It's
Thanksgiving.
a weird place down there.
Making a wish on the dick bone.
Yeah, the dick bone.
Oh, I got most of it. What was your wish? To win it?
I wish I had the rest of the raccoon.
The wish waster. Just getting a bunch of wishes like that and pissing everyone off. What do you want for your first wish? I want to waste it. Okay.
Yeah.
What
What do you
about
want for your first wish? I want you to have no legs. I want the genie to be paralyzed.
What do you want for your second wish? I would like to be able to float off the ground at all times, but from a height so microscopic that no one can tell.
I would like to select 100 million children at complete random and give them all cancer. Doesn't matter who they are.
There's a lot of corporations already doing that.
Yeah.
All the
I
oil,
would like to,
all the big oil in Houston.
one of my wishes is that there's a lot of chemicals put into the river. Maybe there's some more x-ray machines in the woods that kids could play with.
What's your second wish? What's the most devastating derailment currently I could do?
Yeah.
Just doing the fucking
East Palestine, Ohio. Is there a way we could make that happen more often?
Mr. Beast having people play the trolley game for real.
Yeah. Bunch of kids tied to the tracks. Him wearing the big fake mustache, twirling the mustache.
Oh, Chet.
Mm-hmm.
Chet, we were talking about Mr. Beast doing the trolley game for real, but I have a question for you.
Yes.
Question for you. So, and this could be for all of you guys actually.
No, it's just for me. Only me.
You're driving in the car and it's super icy out and you're driving too fast. And there's two people in the road. An old man and a baby in a stroller. What do you hit first?
I know.
Who do I hit first?
Don't say it. What do you hit first?
The stroller.
Damn. You're gonna kill
Brakes,
the baby?
dumbass.
The brakes, man. You gotta hit the brakes first. Jeez.
Oh.
Well, you can make a new baby.
You can't make a new old man. That takes too long.
Yeah, you can't make a new old... It takes so long to make a new old man.
Instead of Chet being like, he's lived a full life, Chet's like, he's barely lived any life. He's at 1%.
Yeah, he doesn't even know what's
Yeah.
This old
It
guy
just came off the
this old
assembly
guy's
line.
lived
Doesn't even
99% of his
understand
life.
object
Might as well finish
permanence.
it.
That baby still likes playing peekaboo with that fucking idiot.
Well, the baby's gone now, and Chet killed it because he apparently forgot his brakes. I didn't say
Yeah, it's
who
like
you hit first. I said,
you
what do
pull
you
into
hit?
your garage and you're listening to a song and it's like right at the end of the song. Like you might as well let it finish the last 10 seconds. But if it's a song that just started, like you might as well just shut it off.
Right.
Like I'm home, shut it off.
I skip for 300 songs for a couple hours in my car.
Yeah, I just sit there in the garage with the car running.
Yeah, I get tired.
Yeah, I get so tired. It's weird. It doesn't happen when I'm driving, but as soon as I pull into the garage and just run it with the door closed for a couple hours.
I close the garage door, my car's running, I'm just looking at my phone, and then all of a sudden I start having like the urge to like be conservative.
Yeah. The only thing that saves my life is I always return the car like almost on empty. So we can only run for like 10 minutes. Like driving borrowing your parents' car, coming back, just almost dying in the garage every time.
I'm thinking about a guy that fucking owns a Tesla. He turns his car on and lays his head back. He's like, "This is it." Just sits in there till his battery dies.
I'm done.
I'm done. I'm fucking done. No.
Yeah, I wish there was a way to die in a Tesla.
I'm sure I could think of a few.
Yeah, driving it, parking it.
The guy's like, friend finds him. He's just laying in his car, and the fucking car's running. He goes, "No." He rips the door open. The guy's just asleep, and he has to carry him inside. No, he's so sleepy. No, he's so heavy.
Oh man.
Classic. Pretending you're asleep as an adult, so your dad still has to carry you in.
Yeah.
No, Dad, I'm really tired. No, I'm really tired.
That's a cool way to kill yourself because it doesn't get the car dirty. It is kind of wasting gas though, keeping the car running.
It's nice that I don't think,
Bad for the environment.
dude. You know,
That too.
be a super parent fail, leaving your kid in a cold car.
Yeah, that probably happens.
Yep.
Happens in Canada.
I bet people that think cold pockets is funny would like that.
Yeah, they
think
would
it's
probably think
good.
that was really funny.
They would think that's good, probably, that happened.
I left my baby in a cold car and it froze to death, and there was a chihuahua in there trying to gnaw on the body.
Don't you know? Left my baby in a
don't you
cold
know?
car.
I left my baby in a cold
They
car.
said it got to 40 below in there.
Oh, baby Skylar, we left her in a cold car, and
Baby Skylar.
there was a Shih Tzu in there, and it just took bites out of her, and it was a couple months before we noticed.
Oh, God. Leaving your baby in the car. Fucking the cold car. She was sleeping.
Didn't we have a baby?
That is a fact, he thought. Why did we have a baby? No, we didn't. Oh.
Yeah, forgetting that. Did we ever? Did the fertility treatment? Did that work or not?
Did that work? Was that CJ?
No.
Or
Was that CJ? Yeah, was that like 20 years ago, or was that?
he can't
I don't
remember. The
I've
hell?
been fucked up.
Where's Sheriff?
I've been kind of out of commission, and I still am, and I'm getting worse.
No, he's getting better.
I'm
actually
on the
haven't-
mend, except when I'm getting worse.
He's been on the mend for like 1,000 days now, literally.
2 steps worse, 1 step mend. That's how my life has been.
two, 2 steps worse.
I hit my leg on the
1
corner of the
step
couch, and it sprays
mend.
blood everywhere and pus. I leave a slime trail of pus like a
Oh
slug.
man, that's such
But
a
then I
mistake.
put bandages on it again, or I have the nurses do it. So I'm kind of on the mend.
Hey, what the hell is this house? What's going on at this house? What's oops all corners around here? Just dripping blood all
Yeah.
over.
He's just a slug at this. He's just the bottom of him is just like
Yeah.
his legs have like
Oh.
fused together into just one like bloody mass of like stem cells.
Silly Jedi, silly Jedi. Oh.
The bottom of him is just Jabba the Hutt, and he doesn't. Somehow he
Sugar.
walks around by sliding.
So love.
Like we can't clean it up because if there isn't friction, he's gonna get rug burn. If he doesn't have the slime, but we're on the mend.
Even though Jabba's fat, he's pretty strong.
I mean, honestly, Jabba like
powerful.
Yeah.
say what you want about Jabba, but he got pussy.
He took it.
He took pussy in the way Diddy did.
He took pussy.
He took pussy. He was sort of like Alien Green Diddy. Alien Green to giant space Diddy.
Referring to Jabba as J Diddy.
J Diddy. He was sort of like a cross between Jay-Z and Diddy. And a giant green space alien who's fat.
Oh, shooter. What's the next Star Wars slop that we're getting for Fortnite? What's the next?
Well, there's a
show.
new TV show right now, and
Oh,
we haven't
of
got
course
anything.
there is.
But there's a sword that's like a Japanese katana in the new season that
Katana.
functions like the Star.
Katanya, it's
It's like a
Spanish.
tilde over it, Catania.
That's what Hernan Cortez used, a Catania.
But probably May the 4th, I would think. There's going to be more Star Wars skins.
If you're a Jedi, do you have to work on May the 4th? I hope
It
not.
was a holiday.
I hope you get that day off. That's like their July 4th.
You just walk to AHR and say, I don't work today.
Or if you're a Padawan, you get it off school.
That's what,
If you
that's-
don't, that would suck so bad.
Jedis are lazy as fuck. The manager's like, weren't you supposed to come in today? And they go, no, I wasn't. They wave their hand. That's it.
Yeah. No, I was meditating in a cave.
Being a Jedi and being that fucking lazy. I'm fucking meditating, dude. I'm totally monastic. You gotta get out of here.
We don't really do anything, so why does it matter? We're just like monks and we show up.
No, I'm not gonna come to work today because I'm being monastic and I'm staying home, being monastic in bed and thinking, contemplative.
I'm being monastic.
Stop, bitch. Kill yourself if you don't know what that means.
I'm being ascetic like Buddha. Fucking kill yourself. I'm retreating into the woods.
I'm achieving eternal oneness, you stupid fucking fat ugly bitch.
I'm getting closer and closer to Nirvana. I'm moving to Seattle.
So epic. Oh God, please no. I cannot have vlogs become like an Alice in Chains fan at 30 years old for the first time.
That would be cool. He should get into alternative rock.
Oh man, if he starts talking about Lane, it's over.
I want to go out like him.
I want to go out cool.
Yeah, I want to spend 12 years just sitting in my room doing heroin.
I have too many doubters in my life. I have to do something unforgettable. Vlogs.
I need to prove all my doubters wrong
I'm
by
still laughing
killing
at-
myself in a really amazing way.
So loving that Vlogs changed his name to Darth Stone 420 because some random viewer's like, so if you don't make vlogs anymore, why is that still your name? He just went, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Realizing that after like 6 years,
Immediately changed his name.
the first time, it's like he's a guy who makes a new account like every 2 months,
Yeah.
and he hasn't thought about it at all. Like, wait a minute, vlogs is like the worst Googleable name ever, and I don't make vlogs.
I think it's our fault because we called him that.
Yeah,
I really do think it's our fault. The little bit of fucking. Remember how psyched he was? He went from like being psyched that we watched his shit. Then it settled in that we were fucking making fun of him, and he went to like I'll show these fucking losers. Let me get banned on everything.
yeah, that was funny. That video of him watching us, where like he's like trying to be cool
Oh
about
my
it, like,
God.
oh, you guys are like, why are you even watching me? Like, man, who cares, man? Like,
Then we were
these
just
guys are so
toasting his
weird.
ass, and he'd go, "That's true."
Yeah, I remember
That's true.
I said like, Oh, he always does that. He's just gonna quit. He's gonna quit Twitch and then like move to TikTok and say, "Oh, I'm done with gaming. I'm gonna get into unboxing wrestling shirts." And then he instantly got really mad and he was like, "It's better than what you guys fucking do, watching people's videos, fucking me saying mean shit about people. You fucking asshole. You fucking kill yourself."
Yeah. You go, you guys are just bullies. You don't care about anyone's mental health. You just fucking kill yourself. Go buy rope.
Yeah, if you don't care about my mental health, you fucking kill yourself.
I hear Home Depot's having a fucking rope sale on rope right now.
And my dad took me to go buy a bunch of it, and I wouldn't help him get it in the car.
Making TikTok.
I let the employee do it.
God damn.
Well,
Merry
Christmas, man.
Christmas.
check out Rope.
Oh, he must have got so many good presents.
Yeah, check out. Oh man, true. This is the second payday of the year for him.
Yeah, basically my winter job.
First one was his birthday.
His birthday,
my winter summer job. Dude,
Yeah,
I
my
love
summer
having-
job's sort of my birthday, and my winter job's the Christmas.
Dude, it'd be clutch one year to have a summer job at Christmas. It'd be double the loot.
That'd be awesome. I hope they do another stimulus check.
Wish I had a summer job on Christmas. All
I hope
right,
my parents don't list me as a dependent so I can get the stimulus check.
we will see you guys in 2024.
Yep.
Ooh, that's right.
Bye.
See you next
Later.
year. Next year.
Doing the town and doing it right in the evening. It's pretty pleasing. Muskrat soothing, muskrat sing. Do the jitterbug at Muskrat Land and a shimmy. Sam is so skinny. And he whirl and he twirl and he tangle. Singing and jigging a jangle. Floating like the heavens above. Looks like muskrat love. Nibbling on bacon, chewing on cheese. Sam says, Susie, honey, won't you please be my missus? Susie says yes with a kiss. Now he's tickling her fancy, rubbing her toes. Muzzle to muzzle now, anything goes as they